Why living your purpose can be lonely. Today we're going to talk about loneliness, purpose, and why oftentimes living your purpose and loneliness are combined. Why you feel lonely pursuing your purpose, and why it's not a bad thing necessarily. It just is a part of your purpose, and these are emotions that come and go. But we go into it, why you feel alone and why you feel loneliness when you're pursuing your purpose. So of course this depends upon what kind of purpose you have. If you have a purpose of being a firefighter, it's much more likely that you don't feel so lonely as when you have a more conscious purpose, where you're trying to make people feel joy or make people feel empowered or find love or helping in relationships. Sometimes you just want to help people and bring them up, and you feel that the world, the gravity of the world is just pulling everyone down. It's just pulling everything down. Everyone is worried about their bills, everyone is worried about their money, everyone is worried about their relationships, and it's like we cannot really talk about the real stuff, the stuff beyond all that superficial survival things. And what you might feel is this sense of loneliness, where you feel like, I want to help these people, I want to connect these people, but I also know I'm different. I'm different. And it's not necessarily I'm different I'm better than you. I'm not saying I'm better than or that I'm worse than. I'm just different. And what you have when you're pursuing your purpose is it's unique. It's yours, right? It's your direction. No one has the same purpose, unless some people have some kind of purpose that is similar. I feel for most people it's quite unique. It's quite one of one, meaning something that's uniquely yours. So let's say you're a dancer, it's like the way you're dancing is not hip-hop or R&B, it's just your own style, or it's your own music, or it's your own artwork, or it's your own kind of videos or own kind of performances, whatever your purpose is, right? And it's different. It's not like the others. It's different. And you're not being different because you want to be different. It's just that you know you are different. And that's lonely. Because as a leader, because that's most likely if you're living your purpose, you're some kind of leader. Either a leader in a new wave of art, or a new wave of music, or a new wave of performing or videos, or helping people, a new way of helping people. You're new, you're an inventor, you're different, you're unique. That's why you're valuable, right? You're valuable because you're different. But also that comes with loneliness. Because if you're different, it means everyone else is not like you. And that's kind of lonely. It's kind of lonely because you want to relate, right? We all have the desire as humans to relate, but sometimes it's hard to relate because they're different from you. And I'm talking about consciousness and unity and everything being one, and etc. But still, that doesn't mean an ape is the same as a dog, right? And a dog is not the same as a bird. Even though we have all this kind of consciousness, unity, everything is one, a dog cannot talk to an ape, and an ape cannot talk to a dog. They speak different languages. And how it feels like is like you're speaking a language that's different. And that caught people's attention. People are like, what is this? I'm interested. But you feel like they don't understand you. Now, having this, what most people do is they try to relate. They try to come back from their purpose and go make it more like something people can relate with. But I feel honestly that our purpose is much more so to bring people up to a different level, to bring people with us to a different level, to bring people higher in feeling better, having better emotions, being more healed. There's a lot of people that have a purpose of healing others, right? But if you're trying to be relatable with their pain, are you really trying to help them heal, right? So you're trying to go back and be relatable to only actually lose out on your purpose, because your purpose is to be in that place, to be an example, for people to rise to your standards of healing. And if people cannot rise to your standards of healing, what happens is that you start to feel lonely. You start to feel alone. You start to feel like, is there anyone that understands you? And what I want to say to you is to not sway off your purpose just because it's so lonely. To not try to fit in with everyone else, get a job, get a house, get a kid, and just live the average life. Like, if you want to live your purpose, it's a wild life. Like, most people, they're just doing a job, and you want to pursue something beyond that. You want to make something else than just a stupid job, your career. People are gonna hate on that. People are gonna criticize you for it. People are gonna do all kinds of things against it. And you cannot blame people. They are in their bubble. They're trying to relate with others. They're trying to be in that bubble too. But as a leader, you set yourself apart. You say, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do my thing. And then you bring people on board with it. What is not easy necessarily, because most people just like to relate with whatever is normal right now. But when we look at people that have revolutionized humanity, these people have stood against what the common thought was, what was acceptable, what was how do you say it? I got the word in my head. What is conservative? Yeah. What is conservative? You want to stick to what is conservative. And the longer you stick to it, the longer you are not pursuing your purpose. Because pursuing your purpose is a bit rebellious, is a bit against the mainstream, it's against what is already out there. It's your path. And your path is rebellious because it's not like others. It's different. You're not actively trying to rebel against others, but it's just different. It's your unique path. It's your unique path. And if it's different, people are gonna criticize it. Before they love it, they're gonna criticize you. Ever heard of people coming up and their journeys? They're gonna criticize you. They're gonna tell you to stop it. They're gonna make you feel ashamed for what you're doing. You should be ashamed. You should feel guilty. but maybe you're just revolutionary. Maybe you are. And maybe nobody believes you yet. But when you keep pursuing your purpose, they're gonna realize. And they're gonna realize that you did something different. You added value in a unique way, never done before. If you look at, for example, an artist like David Bowie, completely unique individual, very unique. His music very unique. Do you want David Bowie to not have pursued his dreams because it's too different? Isn't it logical that when David Bowie started, people were criticizing him because it was different? And what about Michael Jackson? He was different. Should he have not done the moonwalk because it's different? Should he have just do normal songs and don't try to revolutionize, don't try to invent and create in creative ways? No. But also, because he was so different, it made him feel so lonely. Because he was a leader. And that's what happens. As a leader, you're one. You're alone. You're not subscribing to other people's beliefs and ideas and what they think and the social conditioning. You're thinking for yourself. And I'm not saying that everybody's purpose is where they are completely different. You have people that have purpose to be a firefighter. You can be a firefighter without, going against the mainstream, going against social conditioning. You can be. But for me, that's not the case, and I think for many of you watching this, that's not the case either. It's about being different.